Hi, Chuck here again, and this is my final word on the Racercube all-in-one flight controller, receiver, ESC, and OSD combo. I initially wanted this to work out because it's a really nice package, but after my first build I noticed that there were some range issues with this. So what I ended up having to do is take off the top two boards, the FR Sky compatible receiver and the flight controller, and all I'm using is the ESC 4-in-1 combo. So what I decided to do was add a F3 flight controller board, just a regular acro, and I'm using the FR Sky D4R receiver. And inside I have an MW OSD board bundled with a power buck that's reducing the voltage from the battery voltage down to 5.5 volts. Here's my test rig that I'm going to use to do a range test of the old receiver and the new receiver that I received from banggood.com. I have my HS1177 camera with the top part of the Racercube, just the flight controller and the FR Sky receiver. Just mounted this on just a scrap piece of a 3D printed part. And on the back here, I've also added my video transmitter and powering this with a separate battery. So I go out to the field with this and just run a quick test. So I will just show those clips to you right now with a little bit of explanation of what was going on. All right. In this clip, I'm getting ready to do my first test. So I have the old receiver board set up, and as you can see on the OSD display, I'm at more or less 100%. The radio is in full power mode. So while I sit here and futz around trying to take some video that I'm not going to use, we'll just go ahead and just show me just walking away and just take a look at the RSSI. And this is just a relative gauge of the signal strength. And basically, I think I get to about, I'm going to call it about maybe 60, 70 yards before the transmitter is just constantly beeping that it's lost signal or losing signal. And I turn around every once in a while and the signal pops back up to what looks like about 20% or 30% or so. So I definitely would not feel comfortable flying it that far away. This next clip, I'm getting ready to do just a short range test mode. So just looking at my transmitter for I don't know what reason, but in any case, it's in range test mode right now. And I'm just going to take a little bit of a walk with a cone just to mark out how far I get. And so remember, in range test mode, you can expect to get about 1/30th of the total range. So every time I turn around here, I'm actually hearing a beep from the radio going on. And I'll just keep on walking until the strength gets to 0 or the receiver starts giving me the final warning tones, which are telling me that it's out of range. And at this distance, I can actually hear the beeper on the flight controller going off. So at 0% RSSI, and hearing the beeper go off on the flight controller and having the transmitter tell me that's out of range, I just set the cone down. So 1/30th of this range, just judging from this picture, I may have walked 30 times that distance in my first test before I gave up. In the second test, I've replaced the receiver with the one that I received from Banggood just a couple days ago, and straight off the bat, it's not even as good as the old one. I was getting 0% even before I got to the cone on the first test. So I just walked a little bit beyond the cone just to see if the signal would come back. I'm somewhat facing the camera, and at beyond the cone that I set out, I'm just not getting any signal whatsoever. And as I start walking back in range test mode, I just start to see the RSSI increasing right when I'm right on the new transmitter. I really wanted this Racercube all-in-one combo to work out, just to provide a really clean build and a very convenient package to use in my first mini quad build. But after all of the issues I've encountered, my recommendation is do not buy this Racercube all-in-one. And the one major reason is the lack of range on the FR Sky receiver. Now your mileage may vary on this one, but I think I've shown that there are some manufacturing variances between two boards. One board, the first one I got, actually had better range than the replacement board. So I think that you can get up to 100 meters without losing signal completely, but you will have warnings all along the way, and that is just too annoying. So my recommendation is do not buy, and if anybody needs a receiver board or a flight controller for a broken component on your setup, get in touch with me and we can work something out. Okay, thanks again for watching and have a great day.